Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing well and that these energies haven't been kicking your booty, which it probably has, but hey, you know, whatever. We do what we do and then we move. So let's see what is happening today. We have 3 poles to pick from. Yes or no reading. You can ask 1 question or 2 or 3, however many you want to ask. Totally up to you, boo. So we have pole 1, pole 2 and pole 3. Let your intuition guide you into whichever pile you wish to go for. And I'm going to get stuck all the way in because why not? Let's see what's happening for pile number 1. Is this a yes or a no? Pile number 1, this is a yes. I see that for pile number 1 there's going to be a lot of financial increases. I see that maybe for a little while your money has been a bit touch and go, a bit up and down, a bit all over the place. And I think with like this Page of Pentacles here, it's kind of showing you that, and with the Wheel of Fortune too, let me pair them together, that money is going to be coming in, whether it's through finance, what's it called? Like inheritance. I don't know why I couldn't think of that word. Whether it's like inheritance or whether it's through work, maybe you even win some money, because we do have like this 2 of Pentacles here, right? And to me this is always kind of like a Joker energy. Like I don't see this guy taking things very seriously. He's literally dressed as a Joker. We've got the waves back here that are all over the gaff, which to me symbolises like emotional imbalance, like ups and downs and all kinds of stuff. And like we have the infinity symbol here, but it's not in balance. So you could have won some money through gambling, maybe playing those machines, or I don't know. I'm not big on gambling in it. I don't know anything about it, but maybe you win some money. For some of you, if you're thinking about starting your own business, then this Page of Pentacles is like, yes, honey, let's plant the seed and let's start making it happen. And I think just in general, like with this Wheel of Fortune energy, it's saying that no matter what you do, like what you do with your energy, whether you're trying to bring more income or learn something new, whatever it is you're trying to do, this Wheel of Fortune is supporting you. And no matter, you've got to be mindful as well, like when you're doing what you're doing, you have to be mindful, because we manifest 24/7 in it. So with this Wheel of Fortune, whatever you put your attention into, whatever you put your energy into, it's going to be magnified. So if you're putting it into work, then you can expect, you know, a big return financially through your hard work, or whatever it is, it's going to be magnified with this Wheel of Fortune. And again, going into that whole, excuse me, going into that whole money being up and down and stuff, for some of you, you could have really had a few financial situations happening recently with, you know, the Wheel of Fortune. It spins non-stop. So, you know, it's a very down moment, now it's a very up moment, you know, it's just life. But I will say this as well, when it comes to this kind of energy, if you are having financial issues and you're wondering, you know, why can I never this, or why can I never have a stable income, sometimes you have to really peel it back to where you're at with yourself. Because if you're dealing with money and you're having issues, you know, maintaining a decent flow of it, a lot of it, and I know people don't want to hear this, comes down to self-worth. Because if you don't value yourself, then how do you expect to make the same value externally? Does that make sense? So if your self-worth is low, or you don't believe in yourself, or, you know, we all have conditions and self-talk and stories that we tell ourselves, right? But if that's your pattern, that you're constantly in a state of lack and you're constantly telling yourself that you're not worthy and all this kind of stuff, then guess what's going to happen? You're going to continue attracting those kind of things. You're going to continue to attract situations and circumstances that just reflect where you're at internally. So If this is like a repeated pattern for pile number 1, I'd definitely say get to the root cause of it and work on whatever it is that comes up within you, whether it is self-worth or, I mean, I'm going to cut the shit and just say financial issues, relationship issues, usually all boil down to the same thing, and it's you and yourself and the relationship with you have with yourself, and all that juicy fun shadow work stuff, you know. So pile number 1, this is a yes for you. I do see a financial increase. I do see a good flow coming in for you guys, but I feel like for you guys with this kind of energy, I think just be mindful and try and balance it out. Balance yourself out. Do whatever shadow work comes up for you around self-worth and all that kind of fun stuff, you know. I'm being sarcastic. That deep, dark rooted stuff that ends up being reflected in your external world. And yeah, things should, you know, because it's all fair and well that you might want money right this very second, but what you really want is, like, if you're starting a business, you want it to be successful, but how do you maintain a successful business? You know, how do you get loyal customers, clients? You know, like, think about these things, not just externally but internally too. I'm hoping that makes sense for you guys. I feel like it's a bit of a mad one for pile number 1. I feel like there's this energy of like it needs to happen now, but it will happen. It is going to happen. It's already in the process of happening, but you have to like direct your focus and make that effort in the direction you want it to, because if you're going to keep telling yourself that you're not worth it, or you're going to keep coming in this mindset of lack, you're just going to keep creating that kind of energy. So switch up the mindset, work on whatever needs to be worked on, and you are going to get some kind of financial thing. But if you're looking for a long-term thing, then you really, now is the time to really knuckle down and focus on what needs to be focused on, so you can have that long-term constant security, instead of like, I need to pay a bill, I need to do this, I need this for this and this. Like, get yourself into a routine, get yourself into a good place with yourself, and you know, the rest will just naturally flow. Oops. Pile number 1, let me know if that resonates for you in the comment section below. I'm going to move on to pile number 2 to see what's happening. Let's see. This was like a mad one, because I want to say no, but I also want to say yes. So it's almost like, let's see, I don't know. I feel like this conflict that's happening in the middle here is probably the reason why, like, you're torn in 2 different directions. I feel like you're trying to build something solid for yourself, and I can see that maybe people around you didn't want you to really go in that direction, or to, yeah, I don't know, maybe you're breaking away from like the traditional family kind of work life, you know, like maybe you have a family full of doctors or whatever, and maybe you want to be a hairdresser, I don't know, you know, like there's something here that's kind of splitting in between the middle. And you know, I think you want to do you, and I think your family want you to do what they want you to do. And I'm just gonna say this, you do you, boo. Yeah, you get on your horse. I mean, I can tell by this Knight of Pentacles energy that this is something that you've been thinking about for a very long time. This is something that you've done your research on. This is something that you've dedicated your time to, and you're not gonna move just for the sake of, like, your move has a purpose. So it's like you're trying to tell your family or your friends or whoever it is that's trying to like battle you against what you're trying to do, but they're not hearing you. They're not hearing you. They don't understand that you've already done the research. You've already like made sure you know what's what before you make your move. I don't think they quite understand how serious and how mature you are in this situation. And at the end of the day as well, I'm going to say this, is you've got to do what's right for you. So if you feel like you want to go this way with whatever it is, whatever this pentacle here represents for you, You got to do it for you. And, you know, sorry family and friends and stuff like that, but you live your life yourself. So they can keep coming and biting your ass and having to go at you and causing all these kind of conflicts and all that kind of stuff, but at the end of the day, you've got to go in a direction that makes you happy. And this direction seems to be more you. It seems to be where you're more confident. It seems to be where you feel more stable. It seems to be the area that brings you that happiness and the security that you're looking for. I mean, you know, to me the Five of Wands is kind of like this ego battle, and nobody is really hurting each other. And I like to point this out when I see this card, is that no one's actually really hurting each other, and everybody's kind of fighting out of the same reason. They've all got love, right? There's a lot of green. These people, they're all wearing green, right? And green is connected to the heart chakra. So these people, they're all doing it out of love. But I don't think people realize sometimes that you can love someone, but you know, that kind of love that's more of a problem than it is a solution. You know, like they love you, but it's like that love is holding you back from really being yourself. Kind of feels like that. And I think, you know, once you do kind of go in your direction, I do see that you are going to have that stability and people are going to notice your work, because this for me is a really good solid foundation card. And you can see that this person here is working away and doing what they do best, and they start attracting, you know, people. People start seeing your work, and people start asking you about your work, and there are going to be people interested in your skills and stuff. So I want to say, like, don't worry about the conflict. Don't worry about, you know, that energy that I was picking up on of the uncertainty. I would say go in a direction that suits you, yeah, and things will always work out. Because when you choose you, when you choose your path and you align with yourself, there's no wrong or right, it just is. So if you want to turn this into a yes, then you've got to follow your heart, and you've got to follow yourself. You've got to follow what feels right for you. So, but if you stay in this energy, then it's going to constantly be that, I don't know what to do, I don't know this. Like, there's that energy of just, I don't know what to do, I'm being pulled in two different directions. But if you want a direction, you're going to have to choose it. And if you want a direction that's going to work for you, and you want it to be like that really strong, solid yes, security, stability, all of that stuff, then you've got to follow yourself. You've got to follow what you want to do. You know? And you clearly thought about this. You clearly thought about what direction you want to go in, and how it's going to plan out and work out and stuff like that. So, you know, sometimes people, they don't understand what you're saying in it. So sometimes you just have to do what you're doing and let the results speak for themselves. Just saying. Let's see what's happening for pile number 3. Pile number 3, there's this big energy of waiting for the perfect time. And I want to say this, I have this thing at the moment around perfect timing, and there is no other time other than now. But there is this energy for pile number 3 that says, like, be more patient. Things, like, you're moving in the right direction in it, but instead of like carrying this burden of fear or doubt or unknowingness or whatever, know that you are very capable to build something extremely good for yourself. And I feel like you have been, and I feel like you're just, there's like this foot in the door of like, should I jump now, or should I, you know, should I just wait a little bit longer? You'll know when the time is right, because you'll feel it. And in the meantime, with this 4 of Swords energy, I don't see stop. I don't see you stopping and lying down and taking a break and stuff. I just have this energy of like the right moment. There's just like this right moment that's kind of pending. And in the meantime, you know, these wands for me represent experience. They represent where we've come from. And a lot of people will see this 10 of Wands card here as, you know, like the burden card. Like, you're carrying all of this weight but I see it as like, this is your experience, these are your lessons, this is everything that you've ever been through. So you can either carry it as a burden, or you can use it as, you know, building tools. What will you build for yourself out of all of this experience that you have now? And we can see here with this Ace of Wands that you build yourself something pretty fucking amazing. Let's be real, because this is that big dick energy, that big, powerful, take action kind of energy, you know, like this is powerful energy. So, you know, maybe there's this energy of not really knowing what to do, but you've got everything you need. Keep playing around with ideas, and, you know, don't stop. Maybe slow down, just don't stop. Keep playing around, keep building until you find what works well for you. And then the moment, you know, it's like that, you put the key in the lock. Not every single key fits every single lock, but one key will fit the lock. And when you find that key and you turn it and the door opens, hey, that's when it's party time. So I hope that made sense, because in my head it made sense. Sometimes I sit here and I just think, really, Jane? Really? You use these strange flipping ways to explain stuff? I hope you get what I mean, right? Like, maybe right now isn't the time to step out just yet. I feel like the time at the moment for pole 3 is to keep playing around, keep being in that creative energy, keep, you know, you have all this experience and all of this knowledge and all of that kind of stuff, but there's something missing, right? The Ace of Wands is missing. So keep playing around, keep making them moves, keep like, don't stop, but just take your time. Take your time, so that, you know, when the key does fit in that lock and the door opens, it's like wild. I'm picking up some stuff around this Four of Swords energy, and I think a lot of people, when they see this, they see it as like the stop, the take rest and stuff like that. And, you know, yeah, you can see it like that, but in this reading it just feels like, slow down, take your time. You have the experience, you have the knowledge, you have the tools. Keep building, because you are going to make it. You are. Whatever it is that you're trying to do for yourself, you are going to achieve it. Just don't stop. Just, if you have to slow down your pace and you have to, you know, take something apart and put it back together again, do that. Do that. Because there's nothing else that you need right now. You have everything you need. You have all the experience. You have all the knowledge. Right, so it might just be a matter of like taking one part from here and putting it there, and then that's what works, you know. Like, don't stop, just slow down, take a breath, refocus, come back, look at everything again, play around, stay in that movement action kind of energy. You don't want to fully stop, you just want to slow down. Just slow the pace down and, you know, catch your breath, take a look, see what's happening, and then make your move. You'll feel that, you know, when you turn the key and you feel that clink, it will make sense. Trust me, it will make sense. And you see, like all of these ones here, all of that experience that you've had, you're going to make something solid for yourself, and you're going to come like this. All of those 10 of Wands are going to turn into this one powerful wand, and it's going to be, you know, magical. It's going to be a very magical moment. Just saying. Okay? So pile number 3, let me know if that resonates for you in the comment section below, and I hope to catch you all in my next video.